What's up, guys at Focus? And you can probably tell something different. This is all new, but I'm trying new things. You can't hate on me. So we're having another tips video today. It's gonna be about the traders because I still get some questions on how to level the traders. There's really no easy way. There's just a couple get-arounds, I guess you could call it. And I will show you guys that here. So I just came back from a raid and got really lucky and found a ketter off of a scav. Took it in the factory. Came out with it, if that tells you something. But I wasn't in the factory very long. There was crazy shit. Anyway, aside from the point, we have a ketter and we are going to sell it. So I have just a couple things in my inventory here that we can sell. If we go to the traders, I'll just kind of tell it a little bit about each one of them. Pavel, or Prapor, the guy on top, he's all about AKs and Russian equipment. He's the Russian arms dealer, so to speak, is what you can call him. Therapist is obviously the doctor, is what I call her. She's the med supplier. Fence is literally nobody. I never go to Fence. I literally never go to Fence. You can find certain keys that people sell on him, but not really. It's a very low chance. Just go grind them. You'll do better. You get more loot and experience and gear and shit that way. So, Skier is the armorer. I mean, he sells the armor, the rigs, the backpacks, and stuff like that. That's why I think Skier is important, is just for those reasons alone. He does sell really good attachments, but mainly for the trizips that he sells when you cap him out. And then, obviously, the infamous Peacekeeper, because he sells the infamous M4, going off my last video. And you know who I'm talking to. There's gonna be music playing in the background. You hear that? I hear that. Yeah, I know you hear that too. So even though negative feedback, I still enjoy it. So like I said, you know who I'm talking to. I appreciate it. I appreciate the feedback. Hopefully this isn't quite as boring. I'm trying new things. I'm trying two new things. One, background music for you. You called it, buddy. You got what you want. And then of course this. So like I said, the easiest one to level by far is Prapor or Pavel. By far the easiest one. Easy to level. You can just go through raids early on with your pistol or hatchet if you're a hatchet ninja. Kill some scavs, get some gear, and bail. And that's it. That's all there is to it. You can dump everything into Pavel's inventory. If we come here, I mean, he takes guns, he takes literally everything. He can take full mags, not full mags. He can take balankas, like I said, full guns. He can take it all, right? Ammo, everything. So Pavel, in my opinion, is super easy to level. The next hardest one is the Therapist, only because she's not hard to level up in general. But her cap, to get her capped out to the 4th level, you have to be level 35. That's the big thing. I paused for the emphasis on it. You gotta be level 35, which means you're gonna have to go out and grind some levels. But when you do get her capped out, she's really good because you can start buying grizzlies from her for only 10,000 rubles, 9,900 rubles to be exact. And you want to know an easy cheat way, almost a cheat way to get her leveled up? Right here. The infamous painkiller. Or morphine, but she always has a lot of painkillers and she never has a huge supply of morphine. She only has 4 of them left. So go to painkillers. I mean, you can, once you have a lot of rubles, of course, I mean, you can buy, why not make it 300? You have 300 slots? Maybe, maybe not. May have to buy in spurts, but buying 300 literally levels her up 200,000 rubles, which I've only spent 800,000, and I think to get her capped out, you had to spend like 700,000, right? 600,000? It's not that much. To her, it's a lot, but it's really not that much. The biggest thing for her is the grind. Getting level 35 is the biggest thing for her. We say fuck Fence, and then of course the Skier early on. The easiest way to level him is going to be buy some shotgun barrels and you can sell them back to him. This one's 3,871 rubles, not that much. I would never buy this because I don't give a fuck, but You can sell it back to him for 2,600. So you're losing a little bit, but it could be worse. And as you get later and later on into stages, you will be able to buy suppressors, which is the big thing. I grind him a lot on suppressors. I bought a bunch of suppressors and a bunch of sights from him, especially this one right here. The Belmo PK06 reflex sight is like the cheapest sight, and it's a pretty decent sight actually. So if you like flashlights, he sells them. Of course, his grips. I always bought those. His charges. Every time I modded an AK after I leveled up Pavel or Prapor, every time I leveled him up and I could buy AK-47s, I came straight to Skier and bought a bunch of attachments. So that's really how my Skier got leveled up, without being just the grind, without just having the same monotony over and over and over, and it's just getting repetitive and boring, and I got tired of the game. That's really how I leveled him up, was just buy a bunch of attachments for my AKs, because I'd buy one, buy a couple, or find a couple, deck them out, lose them, of course, it's Tarkov, and then repeat the process over and over. So that's the easiest way for me to do it. That's the easiest way I did it. But you can always just do the boring buy a barrel, sell it, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, like you're gonna probably have to do with Therapist. Now the big guy, the last guy that I capped out, and I wish I hadn't, because it didn't have to be the last guy I capped out, Peacekeeper. I know that you're going to want to be tedious when it comes to selling things, but don't. Dump everything you have into him. Once Pavel or Prapor is leveled to the max, because you're going to want at least some sort of a steady income when it comes to like weapons, because you can get money pretty easy. Just go into a game even with a pistol, get a bunch of shotties and dump them in the Pavel, and you can get easy 100,000 rubles just like that. It's super easy, so that's what I recommend. Now, the big thing, like I said, this guy, once you get Prapor maxed and you don't have to really worry about getting rubles, maybe you're even low on some rubles, but you don't need to get him leveled up anymore because you've already capped him. You're going to want, see, I can't sell him this Keter or these mags or anything, and that's because he doesn't take guns that are loaded. So if I inspect it, I can take out this. Okay, I haven't even wow. Okay, I haven't even examined this grip. That shows you how much I don't give a shit about Keters. So you take his clip out, you gotta unload the ammo. The clip has to be empty, and there cannot be one in the chamber. In case you've never known how to check if there's one in the chamber or not, right click and inspect and scroll over to the chamber. That is how you clear out the chamber. Now if you want to sell him mags too, you gotta unload all the magazines. And oh, I tried to put, what did he put that, what the fuck. Anyway, so as long as the stuff's empty, you should be good. You go into traders, go back to Peacekeeper. There you go. That's $208, which is equivalent to like 20,000 rubles, if I'm not mistaken. 1,000 is the same as 100,000 rubles, roughly. So he's not as hard to level as you think he is, and he sells some really good shit later on. So he's really good. He's a really good person to level. He sells the best attachments for all the M4s, and in my opinion, one of the best sights, the Aim Point Micro T1 reflex sight, by far is one of the best. He sells the Magpul AFG grips, which are one of the best you can get, and of course he sells the AR suppressors and the KAC compensator to go with the AR suppressors. He also sells 60 round mags, and there's only 8 minutes left and there's still some 60 round mags. That blows my fucking mind, because a lot of the times they're completely sold out, but it's whatever, man. So like I said, he sells the MPX, the M4, Colt M4, and the MP5s. So he's a really good trader to get leveled up. Really good trader to get leveled up. So I recommend, once you have Pavel maxed out, to just go ahead and start dumping everything you have into him. Another easy way, if you guys want, I'll go ahead and show you just for purposes. Once you have Pavel maxed or something and you're really trying to level up Skier and Peacekeeper, a really easy way that you can do it, just buy a shoddy. 24,000. Oops. Go to your character, inspect it, and take the barrel off. and then go back into trading, and you can sell him the barrel again, because that right there is almost 30,000 that you can that goes up every time per shotgun. So you sell that back, and then you can actually go into Peacekeeper and sell him the guts. 136. So not a lot, but you can do that over and over and over and over again, and you'll power level them. Yes, you're going to be losing some money. There's never going to be a time where you're going to be gaining money by buying and selling. That would be absolutely fucking broken. People will do it all the time anyway. Just sit there and grind it and get an infinite number of cash. So you're going to be losing money, but the downside's not that bad because you're leveling up 2 traders at once. Peacekeeper's obviously getting the shit end of the deal. He's not getting that much leveling. I don't care about Ketters, so. Also, if you want the skier, you can sell him AVS, Black Rocks, Alpha Rigs, stuff like that. Most people don't because they want to keep them, but you can. So, let's just go ahead and recap. Pavel, level him first. You can dump everything, ammo, guns, fucking everything you own into Pavel to level him up super quick, and his max cap is not that high. I think it's like 29 maybe, which I mean is high, but not that high. And then the therapist, obviously, you're probably going to have to buy and sell a bunch of pains because she's a bitch to level early. And then, of course, her max cap is level 35. But she's more than worth it because she does have the grizzlies. Skier, buy a shotgun, take the barrel off, sell the barrel back, go down the skier, or go down the Peacekeeper and sell the guts to him. But how I ground out Peacekeeper, I literally just went into raids like I did Pavel and just unloaded all the ammo. And took the magazines out, unloaded the magazines, put them back in, and just sold all my guns to him, and then sold my ammo to Pavel. That's the best I can tell you. I mean, that's the easiest way I can tell you. I can't really express another way to do it. Or you can just do the monotony and the grind of just buy, sell, buy, sell. Like I said, that gets old, and I'm not telling you guys to do something that's going to make you hate the game. So, easiest way, just dump all your guns into Peacekeeper after you empty the mags. Can't be one in the chamber. Can't be a full magazine. Other than that, dump everything you have into Peacekeeper once Pavel's leveled. And then you can get some M4s. And by the time you get Peacekeeper to the crown, you'll have a bunch of US dollars. And you'll be able to buy a bunch of M4s. So, there's that. That's about all the traders, guys. Like I said, I appreciate the feedback. And if you could, leave a like. And hit that subscribe button. You have no idea how much it helps me out. And just to see it, I'm like, I've only got like 30 subs, not even 30 subs, so I'm not making money off of it. I still work and stuff, so to do these videos takes a lot of my time, but I'm wanting to do it to help people out. Like, my goal here is to be able to play like Ark, Rust, even games like this, like Siege and Tarkov. Every type of game. I don't want there to be a certain genre of game to this channel, but just every type of game. I want to be able to open servers for you guys. I want to be able to have a big community, just you guys, so we can all come together and play and stuff like that. That's my overall goal. Help raise a bunch of money for charity, stuff like that. That's the big picture here. Obviously, I'm really far from that, but at any given point, I usually always have a 7 Days to Die server that I pay for every month, and a Minecraft server that I have set up on my second computer every day it's up. It's 24/7. If you guys are interested in that, I will gladly, give you a link. You can message me or comment below. I'll give you the IP on all of it, and you guys can always join in and play. You guys can always want to join in on Tarkov and play with me. Just send me a friend request at Focus. That's about it, guys. Peace.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a thing. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they're part of the team.